Peace, peace. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? If you clicked on this video, peace and blessings to you. Respect. I appreciate it. Support the platform, right? All right. So, quick backstory. Not too long ago, Black Compass Media had Debo on as a special guest, and they talked about the most recent happening in battle rap, female battle rap to be specific, which was the Coffee and 40 bar situation. Translation, they were talking about 40 not doing the battle, obviously. Huh? And Cola, if you know anything about him, he's one of the more aggressive consumers, right? One of the more aggressive spectators. He didn't bite his tongue at all, right? He didn't disrespect her, but he didn't hold back, right? As a matter of fact, even though it's a new day now and people have moved on now, I felt like he had hit the nail right on the head about everything that he said. Okay? And I knew, and anybody else who seen that interview knew, including him himself knew, that if 40 seen that interview, she was going to respond because she's always been that type to respond. If you're not saying nothing good that she don't like, she gonna try to get you together. That's just how 40 bars is. And what happened? She did. She called him out a little bit, but it didn't end there. They ended up going back and forth. She said some things to him. He ended up calling out of her name. And most recently, the conversation was posted on OTFMZ, right? And this dude got backlash like a motherfucker. I mean, people was calling him all out his name, clown and all this stuff, this, that, and the third. And real quick, I just want to say this. Some people were saying that he didn't have the right to speak on her career. Anybody who feel that way, listen, you tripping. Either you just a hardcore 40 bars fan or you a family or friend or something, because battle rap is one of the most public genres to ever exist. As long as you have a mouth, or if you're a consumer, a blogger, or a battle rapper, whatever, and you're watching what goes on in this culture, even if somebody tells you you don't have the right to speak on something, don't mean they're true. You can't tell another person they don't have the right to put words together and make a sentence and form an opinion. It don't work like that. You know, it's okay to say good things about people, but when you say things that are in the gray area, then you're the bad guy. So 40 had an issue with what he was saying. And he got called out for calling her out her name. And I can understand that. That part of it not necessary, right? So one of the main people who stuck up for her was Debo, because you know Debo, he stand up like that. And he actually has a relationship with 40 behind the scenes. So he will be the one. And I read, who would I be to see this and not say anything? I've spoken to Cola behind the scenes about this, yet I feel compelled to address it in public. Myself, making a vow to stand up for respectable women in this culture, even if they stood up for themselves, might not be heard as loud as a man. I vehemently disagree with Cola calling 40 outside of her name. I don't see these messages from her garnering a response that mean. Hopefully he'll address that it was wrong to do so, and we can create a climate of showing respect to black women of this culture. Debo. I completely agree with Debo. Absolutely, 100%. But can I throw a side note in there? Let's face it, women of this culture don't respect themselves. We got to keep it 100. Just understand, if you're watching this channel for the first time, there's never going to be a moment where I'm biased towards any of these battle rappers. It's going to be raw and gritty every time. I got no race in this horse of battle rap, man. Right is right, wrong is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Listen, when these battles are going on, leading up to the battles, these women disrespect themselves to the fullest. They fully disrespect each other, posting nude pictures of each other, uh, talking about people, kids, even when they're not on stage. I just had this conversation with somebody earlier, somebody who said something about protecting black women of the culture. And I said, listen, black women of the culture need to be protected, but you can't protect what don't want to be protected. It has to start with them, and that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So that stigma, it don't come from people talking about black women of the culture. It comes from black women disrespecting themselves in the culture. I would like to think anybody got enough sense to realize that. Just add up everything we've ever seen, bro. That's real talk. Anyway, Debo put that out there, and the homie, he said, I will address this issue on the bar. Guys, on the bar guys show soon. So he's supposed to, talk about it and speak his piece and all that stuff. Um, yeah, but one thing I want to say, if we can't speak our mind in this culture, then what good is it? Everything is not going to be 100% to that person's liking. We talking about public figures. I don't agree with him calling her a bitch. I don't know. What he said in that interview was spot dead on. You know what I'm saying? I actually liked the interview. And that was the first time I actually watched an episode of Black Compass Media. You know what I'm saying? I completely agree that black women of this culture need to be respected. But you can't tell me that it doesn't start with them. It absolutely does. These situations play out where the men have nothing to do with them, but they take it to those levels. So that stigma is brought on from them. You understand? They take it from battle rap and they get personal with it. There's a such thing as promo. There's a difference between promo and violation. The sooner motherfuckers realize that, the better off the the female battle rap culture will be. And you can't stop people from saying what they want to say, man. We can't do that. I'm saying that because 40 had an issue with this brother speaking his opinion. And the thing is, that was him speaking the same words that a lot of us have felt about the situation. And I know 40 is smart enough to realize that. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers done moved on now. But at the time, just gotta understand it. Because these battle rappers, if you say something good about them, they'll kiss your ass. But the minute you keep it honest and you say something that's not to their liking, oh, they gonna try to embarrass you and diss you. You know what I mean? So, but it's whatever, man. But if you could take a second, hit that like and support the channel, I'd gladly appreciate that. You heard? And tell me, who do you think was wrong? Do you think Cola should have toned down the interview and not went as hard as he did? Or do you feel like 40 might have just been a little bit too emotional and, you know, just a little bit too, you know, I just think she need to learn to just take what come with this battle rap shit. She been in it for a long time. Real talk. But that's for all these battle rappers. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm out. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe. You already know.